Okay, I will get back to you later. But we have online Bernard Monah, who is with the PNC. And then I hear Bernard Monah is talking of uniting with the CPP. Ben, good evening.
Good evening.
How do you intend to unite with the CPP?
It's about understanding each other and working with the zeal and energy that all of us can put together to ensure that our front is no more fragmented and that our front is open up so that other members of our society who believe that the way out of our political and social quagmire is to vote for an uncompromised political party, because the vision, the blueprint is there. It just needs somebody to come and execute. That over the years, as a nation, our way forward in terms of appreciating that our levels of improvement in life is not dependent on the economics of averages that we do every day. Talking about GDP growth rate as an improvement in our welfare, talking about inflation, talking about interest rate, that the uncompromised idea of the well-being of the people vested in the number of housing that our people have, that the well-being of our people vested in the quality of water and availability of water, the ability to reach their beds. These are the things that we are looking for. And for us, any day that the fragmentation decides that we are going to overcome these, then that will be the day that we can say that we can unite. That is why the People's National Convention has always taken the first necessary step of going out publicly to tell the rest of the world that on our part, we will conduct our unity processes with sincerity, truthfulness, and utmost faith. We expect our brothers and sisters in the CPP, in the GCPP, and other political situations that believe in this cause to join us so that together can offer the people of Ghana a credible alternative in the politics of our nation.
So you're not just talking about with the CPP alone, you're talking about with the GCPP and other parties?
Yeah, so the point is that as long as anyone political party ascribes to the dreams, aspirations, and indeed what Nkrumah stood for, we in the People's National Convention are willing to work with all such groups and opinions. What we believe in is that at any point in time, when we are able to harness the energy, put the resources of these parties together, we'll be able to achieve much bigger magnitude of political campaign, spread of our ideas, and thereby winning more people into the fraternity. It is obvious that many Ghanaians have been looking for an opportunity for change. The Ghanaians normally get is a recycle of the process because they think that our front is not united. Perceptive as that may be, that has always led many who believe that the NDC and MPP are not their lord to go that way. And so it will be important to feed into that perception and say that we've been able to break that key and therefore we are winning the election.
Okay, so what is the response like from these?
It is just perception. There is no empirical support for that argument. But I'm saying that perception in politics is also important, and as politicians, we don't want to forget that we work with the people, and that the people, once they believe or assume certain beliefs, it will be difficult to say that it is not real. That is why we have always said that if this is the call of society, let us respond and respond positively.
So what is the response from these parties you're trying to unite?
So the point is that once the PNC has extended an open arm to the other political parties, I would want to see the day where the media will be asking them, the PNC at our National Executive Committee meeting, on the 5th of February 2010, made this open declaration and called for unity. What is the opinion of the CPP? What is it that they want that they have not got in this attempt to bring the Nkrumah's front together? Let us hear their side. We have done this since 1996. All the time the PNC comes. We go to congresses, we do so. And yet, nobody is asking our sister parties, what is it? Is it egocentrism? Is it egoistic tendencies? What is the motivation for their staying in their parties the way they are, and for the people of Ghana to be denied the opportunity of seeing what Nkrumah did and what the Nkrumah front can do for this nation? I think that I'm waiting for the day where the tables will turn and the questions will not be asked me any longer, but will be asked my opposite number in the CPP, in the GCPP, why we have not been able to consummate this over the years. On our part, we have shown the way that we want to. Let them also openly declare, and I'm sure the rank and file will go to town celebrating the coming of the Nkrumah's party and the victory that awaits us in election 2012.
Okay, let's talk about say the MPP or NDC, which is already a single party. Factionalism has become a sort of, some argue, a problem within the party. Now, talking of uniting two different parties, won't that be much more of a problem?
You know, I don't know where people talk about factionalism. You see, I heard about factionalism in the other political parties, and I keep laughing. You see, as you are speaking to me now, you have a mouth, and inside that mouth you have the tongues and the teeth. Sometimes they run over each other. The pain can be that uncompromising, and yet they coexist. They find abode in the mouth. In political parties, just as in every human institution, when two or more people come together, we must not agree in total, but at least we must reach compromises at the end of our disagreement that can advance the cause for the institutions and organs that we represent. Similarly, in political parties, we can disagree in our modes of operation, but that does not mean that we should not work together. Whether there is faction A or faction Z, the end result is that the supreme interest of the political party is what is important. Did I hear factionalism before the NDC went to Congress? Yes, I did. At the end of the Congress was that the NDC came out stronger. Did I hear factionalism in the run-up to election 2008 and the Congresses of the MPP? Yes, I did. At the end of the day, when the MPP finished their Congress, even as tight and close as it was, the MPP still found synergies within themselves to say MPP is supreme, whether it is Alang Chiremanteng Kojo or Kojo, whether it is Nana Akufo-Addo or Dan Botchwe, whichever it is, the MPP was what they needed to build. And so for me, factionalism is not an issue. Okay. Have you not heard financial institutions merging together? They come from different backgrounds. That is why you can have the Social Security Bank of Ghana merging with Société Générale of France to become SGSSB. Is there any crime in merger?
Okay, certainly so not. Do you see a bigger alliance of these parties that would take over the MPP and then the NDC rotating the presidency in this country?
You know, if you are a follower of politics in Africa, recall that the Patriotic Front of Zambia, the political party that was formed, they got 3.4% in the first elections in 2001. In the next elections they contested, they got 2.8. And indeed, they had only one member of parliament. By 2006, they had two members. As I speak to you now, they have moved from 2 members of parliament to 46 members of parliament. It can be done in Zambia. So in Ghana, it will be done.